In this video, I'm going to give you a system that can send out hundreds and hundreds of DMs before you even wake up in the morning, meaning that we can get the volume out without any work and any effort on your end, meaning that it's fully automated and it's going to book you consistent meetings every single week so you can fill your calendar up with qualified appointments. Without further ado, this will change your life. Let's get into it. So the goal of it, right, is how can we send 750 DMs a day on autopilot so you can book meetings in your sleep for the price of a coffee. Like, I'm not even joking you. This is going to cost you less than $3 a day to send out 750 DMs. And this has personally generated me over 511 sales meetings in the last 123 days. I guarantee you that you will not be able to find a video this powerful on YouTube ever. Let's get into this. So the plan for this video, right, is I'm going to give you the system setup, so the overview of the actual system, how you actually do this. And then at the end, I'm also going to give you actual live examples of different niches booked calls. So for example, I'll tell you a conversation, how to book a call for fitness coaches, agencies, and other like real estate or just other coaches. So not only am I going to tell you how to actually do this and the implementation of it, I'm also going to give you examples of booked calls in the DMs. Insane. Absolutely insane. Now, it's up to you whether or not you actually watch this and apply it, because 90% of people won't actually do it. So you can actually get a massive head start if you actually do what I say in this video, and you will find success, I promise. So let's get into this. And if you want this entire whiteboard, just DM me on Instagram and I'll send it across, because yeah, there's a lot of like links and stuff in here, as well as the book calls examples and yeah, just all the links. So let's get into this. First of all, the system setup. And it's so simple as well. There's only 3 things you really need. The first one is going to be account optimization. So we need to make sure that the accounts you're sending from are actually good, because if you're aware of the theory of constraints, meaning that the system will only be as good as the highest bottleneck or the constraint. And what I see quite commonly is people try to send messages with just shit profiles. They don't have a profile picture. So yeah, I'm just going to dive in. So here's what you need. Basically, you just need a clear profile picture of your face, ideally. You need a personal account with 6 or more casual professional photos on. They don't have to be anything crazy, just nothing stupid. Just 6 photos of you smiling or whatever it is. Now, depending on how many messages you want, if you want to send 750 messages a day, which is a bit overkill, but it's possible, then you only need, you'll need about 10 accounts. But if you only want to send a few hundred, you can probably do 3 or 4 accounts. Now, yeah, it depends on how many messages you actually want to send. Now, you make sure you want to follow all the other accounts so there's no confusion. Now, what I mean by that is you don't want to message the same people on all your other accounts. So you do that by following the other accounts, and then when you go out to reach out to someone, you're not going to be doing any of this because we're using automation and $3 an hour VAs to do this, and I'm going to show you how to find them and do everything in this video. So definitely keep watching. It's going to be insane. Now, yeah, if you want to use new accounts, you have to wait 15 days and warm it up. However, I recommend just buying aged accounts from z2u.com or agedbulkaccounts.com. These 2 platforms are how you buy old Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn accounts. And yeah, that's what I recommend. So very simple. Just get 4 to 10 accounts, depending on how many messages you send. You can only send about 50 to 60 messages per account. So yeah, it's up to you. Next is how we actually run this automation. So what we're going to be using, right, is Auto IGDM, which is $30 a month or like $40 a month, pretty much nothing. To get out this much volume, right, you're going to be booking like 5 calls a day. Like, it's going to be insane. So I'll put a link in the description to this software. Then you want a $3 an hour trained VA, and I'm going to tell you how to actually do this in a minute. Then you want to track the KPIs and metrics. Really important stuff. So this is how it works, right? So first of all, you're going to want both of these 2 things. So let's actually tackle this one first. So if you download this Chrome extension, let me just find it, Auto IGDM, it's honestly the best software, and it's the only software in the world right now that can actually send Instagram DMs that makes it look like it's a human sending DMs, so it won't block your account or ban your account, because it basically types out the message, it's automated, you don't have to do anything, and this is how it works. So you'd basically, right, go onto Instagram, you would go up here to to this thing. So once you've downloaded it, I think you can get a free trial as well. I'll put it in the description. And basically, you can find leads from accounts, hashtags, posts, or a list. So what you can do, right, is you can literally find someone in your niche, put their account, and then just send all the messages to their followers, because it's likely that their followers are going to actually be your ideal client profiles, your prospects that you're going to reach out to. So another way is hashtag. So for example, let's say you're working with resume coaches, you would put hashtag resume coaches, or hashtag real estate, or hashtag London real estate. Whatever niche you're in, this works. Likewise, you can do posts, so you can put posts and the engagement of that, and then also you can just upload a lead list. Now, in order to actually send the messages, you go into settings. So let's start with this, right? So we've got a delay between each message is sent. Now, this is insane because instead of just sending 60 messages a day, which is the maximum you can do per account, which is why you'll be getting multiple accounts, it actually is going to do a delay between each message to make it seem real, as well as type out the message, not copy and paste it. So I recommend 100 seconds. But you can obviously extend this. And how it works, right, is it runs in the back of your PC or laptop. Now, once you've done that and you click saved, there's also tutorials on here as well, so I don't want to go too much in depth. Now you want to do templates. So you can call this, I don't know, test 1. Save. Now, for an intro, you basically want to put whatever you want. So, hey, first name, so it's going to do, hey, user first name, and then you can just type out your message. We recommend an opener, but I don't want to go too much in depth because I've actually put live examples of booked calls in all different niches here. So you can get that if you just DM me on Instagram. I'll put a link in the description for my Instagram. But yeah, I don't want to go too much in depth, if that makes sense. So once you've done that, you can actually split the message into 2 parts by putting a body. But yeah, the body is essentially the second message. So when someone replies, it will send the second message and then the third message and so forth. I think you get the point. But I'm going to go more into script in a minute. So I just want to show you how this software works. And then tags, you can basically create a new tag. And then, yeah, you basically got tutorials and everything on here as well. So that's how that works. Once you've done that, essentially you would just go back onto Instagram. You'd go here. You would, search accounts. So let's just do, I don't know, Charlie Barber, if I can spell. So that's just my Instagram account. You would add that. You would do, with tags, which means that it does the conversation. And then you can just do test 1. And if you click start, it's literally going to play in the background and send messages to all my followers, which is insane. However, I'm not going to show you that because it's pretty self-evident. Now, next step, right, is you're going to want a $3 an hour VA. Now, the reason we're getting a VA is because we don't want to have to switch between the accounts. However, you could just switch between the accounts yourself and not need this. However, if you want to send insane volume, then I recommend just getting a $3 an hour VA who works 1 hour a day, who basically just responds and sends Canny links and basically just, does follow-ups and everything like that, and also track the metrics. So you can use onlinejobs.ph. This is probably the best one. However, you have to pay for it. Or if you want a free option, you can use Upwork. Just put a job post explaining that you want a VA for Instagram, and boom, you'll get a ton of applicants. Now, if you don't want to do any of this yourself, then you can join my program. Not really, I don't care if you do. I'll put a link in the description. We basically build you out your offer. We give you our 6 to 7 figure outbound and inbound infrastructure. We then give you our proven messaging script so that we've got for your exact niche. We've sent hundreds of thousands of DMs, so we've done the hard work. Then we give you the automation plus a world-class VA, as well as get 4 times weekly coaching calls. And that is how you can get to 20 to 30k per month with more time than you ever had before and more freedom, so you can actually travel and do everything you want. Agencies are, you can book a call. I will see if you're a good fit. We don't accept everyone. We have to make sure that you are a good fit. So I'll leave a link in the description. You can book a call and speak with me personally, not a sales rep. It'll be me. So that's for that. If you don't want to find a VA, we've already trained them and we've got the world-class VAs that you need. So now you've done that, right, you're going to want to track your messages. And this is why we get a VA, because without tracking it, you're going to be completely lost in the dark. It'll be an absolute mess. And we need to see exactly. So if we look at what this looks like, we've basically got all the people that you message, and the VA does this for you, which is the benefit. So you can see the KPIs and metrics and change your script if you need changing, but you'll be able to see at which stage of the pipeline is going wrong. So that's how that works. Yeah, I don't really need to do a live walkthrough. It's a really easy software to use. You basically just get it as a Chrome extension. And yeah, I've pretty much explained that already. Now, in terms of what's next, right, you're going to want to build out a DM workflow so the VA knows what to say. Now, I recommend an opener, and this is how we get a 10 to 15% first reply rate, as well as have other options, because there's so many different ways a prospect could respond. It's important you have them all dialed in. So I don't want to go too much in depth, because everyone who DMs you on Instagram, you can just get this, so it's automatically in your like whiteboard. So that's that. And now in terms of live examples, once again, we start with an opener. Now, I don't recommend this because it's a bit burnt out, but if you just said, hey Josh, do you offer muscle building or weight loss for your coaching business or whatever it is, obviously they're going to respond. That's the whole point of an opener, is to actually get the prospect to respond. Then you do your pitch, really short, with the call to action being, I can show you a free, or I can send you a video. Yeah, and then you can say, I think it would take about 15 minutes, whatever, you can read it, I'm sure you're human, and then boom, all booked. Really easy. I've seen every script work, to be honest. It's mainly just the volume that people don't do. Another example for agencies, once again, we start with an opener, they respond, we go in, we have a more conversational approach, and then boom, they're booked in. Now, for another niche, where you could just pitch first, and when you're doing this much volume, and it's insanely cheap, by the way, to do this, you're going to get responses either way, because as long as your offer and as long as your message resonates with your market and is something that they actually want, which is more clients or save time, or ideally both of those two combined, it's going to get responses. You're reaching out to humans, so whether you think you actually have an appointment setting problem, you probably have a problem in which you don't understand human nature and psychology. Because if you just give people what they want, you use specific numbers to make it more believable. It's so easy to book appointments when you actually do the volume. And the point of this system, right, is we can get out hundreds and hundreds of DMs per day without any inputs in your end. So you can wake up in the morning and already have sent out hundreds of DMs. And that is the benefit of this system. And it's absolutely insane. Just make sure you track your metrics and KPIs, because once again, most beginners don't. So that's that. Hopefully this video helped and inspired you. It is nuts what we're coming to in 2024. And yeah, if you want more clients, you want more meetings, you can book a call with me, and I'll see if I can help you. As well as just DM me on Instagram and follow me if you want all of this. So yeah, if you want it for free, basically. But yeah, hopefully you liked this video. If you did, just hit the subscribe button. Trying to get to 10k subs before the end of the year, and the more subs I have, the more value I can give out to you guys, and the more effort I can put into my videos, and so forth. So hit the subscribe button, like and comment what videos you want next. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.